They're really big airplanes.
He's putting his feet down.
Put your feet down, airplane.
Good morning to you, CFP 1091.
She's going to give me a ring. Yeah.
But after 1400 LMT, local mean time when the display starts, that you will not be able to get back and get... From a different era, the 1930s. Ladies and gentlemen, to your right, if you have a look, we have a run and break from two pistons. In the lead, we have Stu Goldsmith of the P-47 and Carolyn Grace flying her Spitfire. Run and break. Into land, going in a curving, constant aspect turn. Standard approach for those sort of aircraft. And obviously, Stu Goldsmith going to go for a nice short landing, and he's on, well and truly. The second landing was excellent. Well done. And now, if you look to your right, ladies and gentlemen, we have something else for you. At high speed, a low run. Two Mustangs, Rob Davis and Morris Hammond. Sound. We certainly have some big iron here today.
Oh, its wheels are down.
You know what this one is, don't
Listen to that Merlin crackle. Oh. Listen to that Merlin crackle. Oh.
It's like having binoculars, really, isn't it? Look, and this one is the one that Daddy did the model of. Look, this one here. Remember, this guy in the silver one. Daddy might know. Why do they have white and black on the nose?
and we've got your figures, which is 261010.
Telescope. I think Sophie's having a little look. Can you see anything?
That's the Grace.
And people learn how to fly with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Even rarer than
It was the first, it shot down the first German aircraft on D-Day. Well, it seems to be stuck in a rut then.
Aircraft are still arriving. I I see a Booker Youngman at the far end of the line there, and also I see a Piper Cub, which I have a feeling is going to be taking part in the show in a rather unusual manner.
It's got the Tasmanian Devil on the side. Yeah.
Australian Air Force.
So he's returning to Duxton,
Golf
is
Mike
he?
Whiskey is downwind from that.
Listen to that.
What's he doing? Turning to Duxton.
Golf Mike Whiskey, Roger, and be aware there is one aircraft based for runway 26. Got an inside.
Yep.
Again, had a takeoff. No change overhead. Request flying back 26 for bridge to the right. Roger, just be aware to have several aircraft joining course.
There we are, John, just for you.
Thank you very much.
Your Slingsby Firefly.
Good afternoon, Golf Bravo Oscar Charlie Lima. Golf Bravo Oscar Charlie Lima, Chailey Radio. Very good afternoon to you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, understood. Yep, there you go. Hurricane's up. There you go.
And engines are starting. I hear the sounds of Merlin. Spitfires, Hurricane.
You'll feel the prop blast. Oh, he's coming this way. Excellent. So they're going to taxi down, and then they'll take off right next
Without
to
being able to see anything.
She is beautiful.
When you see the videos of them all taking off in a line, so close together.
It doesn't
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
capture
things really hotting up now, just about 11 minutes to go. The sounds and for Harvard, but whatever. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome in every sense of the word, a glorious day to the Chailey Air Show 2004. Phantasmagoria aviation activity for you. A fantasy of flight from the old to the new. Nostalgia. The present Whitney was. And like I warned you, all our bits on the commentary stand here are being blown over, so do watch out with your parasols as the aircraft start to turn tail onto the cloud. Just a normal run-of-the-mill, the commentator's nightmare. So there you are, they're turning there. Just keep an eye on your parasols now before Harvard's going out on the runway to backtrack. Sleepy Hollow, this leafy part of Sussex, resounded to the sound not only of the Polish language, more commonly than English, but also to 36 27-litre V12 Rolls-Royce Merlin engines, as they all simultaneously started up, ready to scramble. And scramble they did, most certainly, 4 times a day, in fact, on D-Day, June, the apposite connection, that vanity, so let's watch out for that. On the roll now, ladies and gentlemen, from your right, going down the westerly runway at Chailey, getting into the air, ready to start the show, is the Clyde Denny in the Hurricane. As you can see, it's quite a hot day there, but it gets off quite cleanly. Performance not what it should be, perhaps, in all this heat. Serving our RAF officer, he has the mother of all moustaches. And what's better than to be flying a Spitfire with a moustache like this? I think he actually belongs to a club, especially for people with amazing moustaches. It's all on the internet anyway, I haven't actually found it yet, but I'm told it's there.
Pictures of these things anyway.
Well, we have moustache. And what always amazed me, 600 horse Pratt & Whitney was, how such a little aircraft. First one out there, the Mark 4 yellow one, an absolute original Canadian one. The yellow one is with Phil Shaw. here we have Gav Smith and Brian Brown with the Spit and Hurry and 4. We have Clive Denny in the Hurricane from the Historic Aircraft Association.
Ben, try to sit with a bird and follow with him. Right.
Are you right there, Pete?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think Clive's just setting himself up there into position. The Hurricane, of course.
I know,
First of the monoplane fighters. And a wonderful plan view, what a wonderful sound. This is in fact a Mark 12. Canadian Rolls-Royce Merlin 25, around 1,300 horsepower if I remember.
I'm doing mine at that time.
Owned by, as I say, the Historic Aircraft Association and based at Duxford. And in that configuration, the aircraft is passed through several private collectors' hands in Canada, and that was before being brought to Britain, where it was restored at Duxford. It took about 6 years, between 83 and 89. One more time, a glorious sound, high-speed run.
More will be flying by.
Charlie Brown. BM 597, and I don't think Charlie's going to stop that. Big swinging, climbing barrel roll. Of course, this one of those three aircraft, I say, connected directly and historically with Chailey. BM 597, the 5B, the Mark 9, ML 407, Caroline Grace's aircraft, and MH 434 to be flown later on by Ray Hanna. Crowd right 4, Harvard. And there's Charlie down. Excellent couple of landings. And in the overhead, the Harvard's running in now. Phil Shaw, the yellow at the front, Rob Davis at the back, also yellow. That's the Canadian original Mark 4. The light blue there, the C6D Texan. Flown by Morris Hanna. Well, we've certainly been blessed with the weather, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful. Great opportunities for you to get pictures now. They'll be doing a curving banked fly past.
Do you want to have the show put the radio up to that?
There's nothing on.
Quite an interesting little situation there. Just watching. Going into piloty mode, one there, banked out and ruddered in. Charlie Brown down being marshaled back into position. And overhead the all wasp engine harbored. Landing lights, as you can see, on, glinting in the sunlight there as well, the wing tips.
I thought you were going to do the spring next, weren't you?
And a very nicely... Well, we just heard the all-aboard call now on the radio. Right, indeed. The yellow, I think, spectacularly good for the harbour. Over 17,000 examples in Korean colours. I've yet to find out why. In the harbour. I now know, I have been informed that the reason it's in Korean colours is because it was supposed to go to Korea.
Yeah.
But it didn't. Headquarters, of course, the home of sporting flying in the United Kingdom. And I know Chris loves his harbour, he certainly flies it often enough. See him there almost every weekend. Now that looks like Anna Walker. Ladies, please.
I've lost you. I'm just this side of the airfield.
Who will be starting off our arrows through the ages. Now, what we had planned here was no surprise, I guess, when I explained to you, as I did before, that they are, of course, at the Tiger Club, the home, the very heart of sporting flying in the UK.
This one, yeah. But then,
Which means they'll be breaking into
I
a...
was enjoying watching it, to be honest. I'm sorry about
Zappy.
that.
And 1 go, 2 go, 3 go, 4 go. Yes, all right. On in her Tigray powered Booker Youngman, and there at the top of the loop was an avalanche, which he then continued on into a spin. But it's a great joke. It almost formed a little heart there of smoke. This is the ladies' reprise. Flowing, gentle, steady aerobatics, very good smoke. A roll off the top, a Nimmerman. You don't often see somebody do a stall turn and straight into a one-turn positive spin, but that's exactly what she did. I was about to say that as you reach the apogee of your climb, indulging in a very transitory form of levitation, you apply full rudder in the direction in which you wish to stall turn, as it's called, and that is what you do. You pivot about the vertical axis of the aircraft. But if you get it wrong, you end up at a different kind of transitory levitation, and the aircraft tail slides backwards. The beads of perspiration, of course, bursting on the fevered brow, the knuckles chalky white upon the stick. But not in Anna's case, of course. She is perfectly and completely in control. Very nice, controlled aerobatic.
Yeah, position 2, 4, 1, plus 3, feeling powers at 2, go south out there to reach you on the Spitfire Hurricane. Good. Oh, it's shut down, go.
The Booker Yeoman, a German aircraft. It was, I guess, the equivalent of the Tiger Moth as a trainer of the Axis during World War II. This particular example built by Casa in Spain with the Tigray engine, 135 horsepower Tigray. I originally flew with Albert Ruesch many years ago, one of the Swiss champions in air-cooled engines. And it was a dog. So putting more power in airplanes, not necessarily an improvement. Beautiful loop, competition standard, around, and you see it's continuous and flowing. There's hardly a break between each figure. Pre-war nostalgia then with the Booker Youngman. Two-seat biplane, fixed undercarriage of course, got little cat's paws. The undercarriage tends to... You turn a touchdown a little bit early if you're not used to flying it down. Anyway, the snatch right here in front of you.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a great opportunity for a shot now, belching smoke. I just cannot believe that smoke is still running. I'm being serious, I'm going to have to talk to her about it afterwards, how she's done it. A lovely side view, Bravo Sierra Alpha Juliet. Pre-war toe jab. That's a flying acronym, by the way, for a thing of joy and beauty. Anna complete then. A wing rock smoke off. I hear the Chipmunk is running in. People would have learned to fly in the UASs
What, you want to
as
take a picture of
well.
that?
Yeah,
Well, come here and do it.
No,
On the Tiger
no, I
Moth.
want this in the foreground.
Oh, you want that in the foreground? Oh, but not him.
No.
Nice slow run then. De Havilland Chipmunk firing up a big jug in front of me in the P-47. Or perhaps they're not. Now, I wonder what they're doing.
Yep.
Whee! I think actually what they're doing is just getting themselves together. Bang, 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 bang. That was the jug starting up, in case you heard it. Into line of stern formation. The dark blue curve then at the rear, being flown by Lynn Richards, another long-standing member of the Tiger Club and a very keen glider pilot. Centre of the airfield, ladies and gentlemen, just behind that T-47, you'll see there are a couple of poles with some bunting across the top. And through that, these Mike machines, they are actually wooden. Literally about 5 feet above the ground, in he goes, and the other one in opposition, through they go. Now, they've obviously done you.
He's getting his camera organised down there.
They can't necessarily move, but Wellspring with the P-47 going to the west. And there they are, give them a wave. Oh, yeah. For escorting bombers to Berlin. Coming in the opposite direction in the overhead from west to east. Stu Speaker, the P-47. He said that if you were fired at, you could actually jump around in it and avoid the bullets. Really, really big cockpit, big airplane.
That would be quite exciting.
He gets carried around it, doesn't he?
Yes.
Look how tiny his head is in comparison to the rest of the aircraft.
It certainly is. Blown away, like that parasol. Yes.
Well. And you don't see that very often at Thunderbolt. 4-point hesitation roll. Magnificent.
How do you do that? How do you stop just carrying on?
You just put the stick back into the
Oh, okay. That's probably easy then.
Yes,
no,
like
it's not easy. It's not easy to make it look good.
It's very interesting if you compare the height of that barrel roll there, ladies and gentlemen, to the...
Here it comes.
with the wonderful parallel black and white markings. Big climbing wing over. Nearly a derry turn there, but not quite. And another photo shot there.
Lovely hat. It's keeping me cool.
That's what bought me.
He'll come back in one piece. as a bomber escort, this must have been a very intimidating machine to the flyers of the right.
And his moustaches.
Getting too fast, isn't he?
Flaring. And a touchdown on the main wheels. Not a tail down one there. Very interesting. TV series. This aircraft was a single-seat Spitfire in 1944, flying with 485 Squadron from Chelsea. And in fact, it shot down a Junkers Ju-88 bomber on D-Day itself. The connection then, the historic connection with the three Spits here for ML407 in 1945, she went to 308 Squadron. And that, of course, was here at Chailey. It's a real girl's aeroplane in a way, delivered by Jackie Moggridge, an ATA pilot to 485 New Zealand Squadron at Chelsea, but flying opposite Johnny Halton, DFC. Lee was credited with shooting down the first enemy aircraft, the Junkers 88 over the North Sea. So then, full of determination, as ever, Carolyn decided that she was going to learn to fly their Spit. Carolyn's an Aussie, brought up on a property about 120 miles south of Sydney, and she got up together in 1978, with the majority of the flying being done, in fact, on the venerable Stomp biplane. But there she progressed onto the Spitfire in July. Richard Grace already has his BPL, he's just 19. Most of the kids, they want to carry on their father's work, as Carolyn has, and to keep the Grace Spit operational for yet another generation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sigh for a Merlin, sigh for a Merlin, and how happy sight to be at Chailey on this day, 60 years on. A marvellous, marvellous show. She's really revved up today, I think, from Carolyn. But just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only genuine D-Day Spitfire still flying. And of course, again, its connection to RAF Chailey.
All right.
With 485 Squadron, of course, the 135 wing at Chelsea, controlled by Group Captain Gavshevich. And an absolutely perfect three-point landing.
She's pretty good.
Well, that definitely gets my 10 out of 10. All those road cones. Now watch this. She can't hook the wheels into the rope. She's very, very low indeed. Just a foot or so. She's taken the, yes, she's got the loop. She's started to climb. And she's got it. Spit and polish. Read the book. That's exactly what we want you to do, ladies and gentlemen. They've got the course today. Sponsored by our sponsor, the CSNA, the Civil Service Motoring Association. Ah, man after my own heart. I love the flat turns. But look at that with the boat trailing. Yes, 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 yes.
Might be more interested in this down here.
Leaning on the aircraft, that's velocity, maximum speed about 220 knots. That's over 250 miles an hour, rolling in vertical once again. All in the head of the going to vertical. Now if you want, the opportunity is there for you to have your own logo put on his aircraft. It's something he does. if you're a potential sponsor, corporate, or even a personal individual, and you want logos on the airplane, then you can get information. Look at that, climbing.
Oh, it's just perfect.
There's the photo recce one.
And just waiting now for that.
Here comes the hurry.
From the Real Aeroplane Company at Brake, go for it, man. Pick it up as it's coming in. We have that sound. We have that sound. And G. Harry is going to do some arrows for us, but not in a hurry. Smoothly, steadily, carefully. Look at that birdie go. I like the black. I think it looks really quite attractive, quite punchy. Look at that for a view. I love that color scheme with the red on the spinner. Outstanding.
Only 590, don't you beg though. It's being silly.
Magnificent photo opportunities there. I do hope you're managing to get some against that blue sky. Absolutely outstanding. The black stands out so distinctively.
No.
Fuel there, I guess a victory roll from the top there. Let us play, enjoy the sound. As I say, once again, Chailey 60 years ago or Chailey 60 years on, whichever way you like. Enjoy. I would think if you tried to repeat the shape or repeat the configuration of the Spitfire that you could never do it. It was right from the start. There. We should get another tracking shot, so again, you aviation aficionados, from the right, so you get it coming down sun. A correction from the left, down sun, then there should be another loader opportunity, I think, coming up. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. High speed run. Blue on blue. Top left to the west there, I see G. Harry circling. So they may rejoin. Be right, ladies and gentlemen, take a look. There they are. The real aeroplane company, Spitfire and Hurricane. Run and brake to land.
In its bag.
Oh, that's good. Drives in on that then.
Now we just touched 4 o'clock, 1600 hours, and next up we have the Army Co-op, Storch and Cub.
Certainly a good 10 quid's worth, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Well, they're taking off the remove before flying tags.
Which do you take off before flying?
All the tags that say remove before flying.
And where are they? Drive for another.
Say the last air casualty on the western front is next. The set piece. Now Dave Evans flying the piece of Storch.
No warning.
There goes the L4 Cub. Grasshopper.
When he looks out the window. Tell me when he looks out the window.
There goes beautiful dolls routing me out.
Bang.
From your left, mate. Now the Storch, while it was on a searching reconnaissance mission, was spotted by an L4 Grasshopper, that's the Piper Cub, looking for ground targets, and the Cub's crew opened fire with hand pistols. And the Storch, in fact, ended up sparring down to a safe landing on the ground, and apart from being the last Luftwaffe plane lost in the west, as I say, it was the only enemy plane ever to be shot down by pistol fire. Extraordinary, really.
Self,
The little L4,
Oh, you looked out the
Piper
window,
Cub served with the
Pete.
30th
I saw that.
Division of the 5th Army
Sorry.
Group at Rain in Essex by our Built in 1944. There's the sound of a Spitfire starting up. NH-434, that's Ray Hanna.
Oh yeah.
Storch, of course, the star looking at this long, spindly undercarriage, wide, high aspect ratio wings, one of the most unusual in World War II. What an amazing load of capability and very much. There they are firing each other. Up firing. I think obviously missed. I think I was saying to you earlier on, given favourable weather, it can almost hover extraordinary deep for any airplane, but in fact, you can actually fly it backwards with not that much wind. Taxiing out now, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Hanna in MH434, who after the Mustangs will fly the finale of the show still in the overhead. The piece of Storch being chased and hounded by the Piper Cub. What an extraordinary set too. Crack, 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 crack. I can hear the bullets going off. Crack, crack, crack. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, and I think the Storch has been hit. He has. The smoke belching from the engine. It was for real after all. He's going down. The beads of perspiration are bursting on his fevered brow. I can see even from here the knuckles are chalky white upon the stick. What is he going to do next? He's running out of pitch, pedal and ideas. But it looks as though he's going to make it back to the airfield.
Pity.
Takes hit on the engine. He's flying again and the Cub desperately trying to chase him to bring him down at last with the pistol. Quite an incongruous scenario in its reality, and of course Rob Davis, beautiful Doll and Morris Hammond in their two PP1 Mustangs.
I did a bit of a giveaway, yeah. Look.
I think he decided to move out of the way of the Cub. Or maybe it was just an easy-wincy bounce, I don't know which.
I didn't realise they were flying again. Put it on a single romping or what? I don't know. How do you decide? Look.
There's a big iron roller, ladies and gentlemen. Everything take off in pretty well a tail down position because that prop is very, very close to the ground and you would not want to flip the blades. Believe me, you would not want to flip the ground with the blades. Ready to provide the finale in the legendary Spitfire. It's like the good old days. Well done, Ray. Happy the days at Biggin Hill when he went down into the valley. I think we may see something here today, ladies and gentlemen. That's anyway, Ray Hanna, NH434, the finale after the two Mustangs of Rob Davis and Morris Hammond. Quick parish notice, ladies and gentlemen, we have found a wallet. A wallet to Mrs. Menzies. Mrs. Menzies, if you'd come to the control, please. One after the hurricane. And we can ID you. Thank you so much. Mrs. Menzies, ones, Packard Merlins. Oh, Rob Davis, Morris Hammond, big, beautiful doll. There they go. If I was in my pocket, I wouldn't like them on my tail, that's for sure.
Damn it.
Where is it then?
You're right, Annie.
Yeah, I'm sure. Where's all of
Well, of course, absolutely appropriate to I've had most of the day the sounds of Merlins, be these Packards. Appropriate. An apposite for Chailey. Quartering crowd right. Listen to that whine. Outstanding. Yo, go boys. They're really winding it up.
Stop watching airplanes. Look after them.
Zero 1 0 Bravo is coming in. Sorry?
Wow, they're really winding these puppies up. Manly, mighty Merlin muscle. There's the outputs to Duxford underneath, so it's Merlins, Merlins, Merlins.
Yeah, this is Harlequin.
There's Harlequin on its way back to Duxford. Wonderful whining sound, isn't it? The victory roll. Again, having had the pleasure of flying a couple of Mustangs, I can assure you they are fascinating machines and, yeah, I guess a real hooligan's tool.
Here comes Mustang.
Big sweeping turn there, yes. In and out. Field end Derry's lovely.
Yeah, this does transmit.
And the mighty Mustang passes again. Look at that height gain, that awesome penetration. I mean, that must be climbing at about 4,000 feet a minute at least. Big raking loop. Sheer speed and controllability for a single-engine piston fighter is very difficult, really, to beat the Mustang. One of my favorites. Morris Hammond, outstanding. Just positioning now downwind. The mighty muscle men. Not forgetting, of course, to put their gear down. Morris Hammond and the two P-51s. Heavy metal at its finest. Outstanding. And Rob Davis down then with the beautiful doll. Strip, it's grass, and the temperatures are very hot, winds are slack, and all those things affect the performance of the aircraft. So you've got to be able to absolutely get it down on the numbers, as we say. You can't afford to float into the field, because if you do, you can start running out of runway very quickly. And plant it right down, excellent. On the ground, we have our finale, Ray Hanna, in MH434. You know the historic connection that we have with MH434. Chailey, 60 years on. you haven't seen it before.